basically useless. You were totally all giving and no taking?
Guys, you're on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. This is actually recording? Hi.
Hi. How are you guys?
Pretty good for our age.
Konnichiwa.
How is it being a Hard Rock Hell in North Wales?
It's fantastic here in the home of Tom Jones.
What's colder, here or Chicago?
Chicago.
I don't know. I'm not living in
Right
Chicago
now,
anymore.
here.
I'm in California.
But normally, Chicago just is so much colder than here.
I got the hell out of Chicago. I don't like the cold anymore. I'm in California now.
Yes, you are.
But in the homes in Chicago, it's very warm. Whereas you walk into an apartment or a condo here or anywhere, and it's always cold. It's never warm.
And,
Unless
and,
you're
not
in
to,
covers.
and we don't even want to get started on the water pressure in the shower.
Oh, are you kidding me? It's tinkly tink.
So are you going to do any summer festival after this?
Absolutely.
It's going to be a lot better, is it?
Yeah, of course.
As soon as summer comes.
Did you hear from any of the festivals?
Listen, there could be an ice age. We're still going to go on tour, okay?
We signed with our new booking agent a little late in the year last year, or this year. I think we signed with her this year.
Yep.
And we've already been over twice with them. And we were over one other time earlier in the year with Fester Pussycat, you know, but we're no longer working with Artists Worldwide anymore. So they don't pay us. So, but the new agent said we signed on a little too late this year to get on a lot of the summer festivals, but we did get on Download. And we got on this thing. What's this, the Frizzy Hair Fest?
Yeah.
The Black Frizzy Hair Fest.
And you are playing a gig soon in London as well, yeah?
Yep,
Which
playing
Black.
Bottom Line.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna
Every
be
single
there.
night for the next 7 nights. So it's
We got
8
a
in
great
row.
agency, X-Ray, they're terrific. Mel Young, Steve Strange.
They don't believe in
terrific
days
team.
off. They don't care about the singer.
We started here back in 1989 with ITB, Rod McSween, Dave Denny. I remember we had a lot of big gigs then. We opened for Poison, did big tours out here. And we finally found ourselves when there was a whole change of the guard. Instead of most bands in Chicago or in the United States not wanting to come over here because there was no significant MTV or radio airplay, we continue to keep coming out here, and that's why you see the audience at 2 o'clock today for us. People come out to see the bands, they know the words of the songs, and it's a really good country for your ego.
Yeah,
It's very
it's
flat.
good to get away from Palookaville and to come out here, you know. Feel like a star again.
I think it was a great gig, always is.
Thank
But you guys, you have sort of a cult following that keeps being with you all the time, but
Well,
you
now
never.
we have their children.
And now you have their children.
Well, we're
And
used
you
to
will
being
have
we're used to
children
being the
on-
old farts lately, but we're not the old farts at this festival. We noticed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes you feel good, does it?
Yeah, it does. It makes you feel a little bit younger.
But what I was going to ask is, I thought you have a really strong following. Commercially, you never went as far as you deserved, I think.
Yeah, we had, first couple of records did really good for us, but then we had a lot of support.
I've heard that a couple times.
Do you think that you've been put in the wrong box
Absolutely.
back then?
Absolutely, but at least we're in a box.
We did everything wrong. Everything. Except party. We knew how to party, right? Did that right.
We knew how to write songs. That's what got us here.
I showed them, didn't I?
We have songs. I like our image. I think we got a nice style. I've always admired Enuff'z'Nuff strut. Listen, the mistakes that we made had nothing to do with the talents that Diane and I carry or our band. It had to do with the business, how it is, and that's just the way you can't do anything about it. Look at Badfinger. And this was started a long time ago.
Yeah.
Groups where
We
they
got screwed
trouble.
in the business, you know. It's just, it happens.
We're still going. Most guys would have just quit and gave up. We didn't because we believe in what we have.
We still haven't
and
worked
at the end
it.
of the day, we got a great band with a great catalog of material.
And we still don't work day jobs.
So if you could go back on time and do it all over again, and you had to choose between doing exactly what you've done and getting exactly what you got, or sell your souls to the business and do what they say and make more money.
I just sold my soul.
Yeah.
I would have done it differently, definitely. I think I would have paid more attention to what was going on and not indulging so much into the extracurricular activities, you know. But then again, had things maybe gone differently and we'd had a whole lot more money, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. If I would have had enough money to do everything I wanted to do, I could stay up a long time. Hey, yeah, you wouldn't be able to talk to me if I wasn't alive.
I couldn't just come to you.
He does a pretty good job of
I would have talked to you.
covering
you know,
for me.
You've been around the band.
You wouldn't
for a
even have
long
known I
time.
was gone for at least a year or two. I was chipping down here. But he still does interviews and stuff and pretends that I'm with him.
It's really nice to see you guys back together again.
Well, thank you. It's been quite a while. We've been back together for quite quite a while now.
I know, but it's
He's found another
the second
junkie. He
time
found
I've
another
been with them
junkie to
together.
latch onto, though. He's got Steven Adler now,
I've
so.
been working with Steven Adler, too.
I know.
Great guy.
Yeah?
Went through more tough times than we have, okay? But fortunately for him, his band sold 100 million records. We sold 1 million. So he can sit at home, he can relax, watch King of the Hill and Family Guy.
Oh,
Is that what he's doing right now?
Yeah,
Well, at least he's not smoking crack anymore. Congratulations, Steven, and giving
yeah,
up the
we
crack.
love him. He's
He
wonderful.
would have smoked the crack off your ass a year ago.
I met him at one of your gigs in LA at the Viper Room. I remember I didn't recognize him, and no one could smoke cigarettes, and he was smoking a spliff, and he just jumped on stage. I had no idea who he was, and I was really
Him and
pissed off
Slash
he could
smoke
smoke, and I
everywhere.
couldn't.
They don't care where you go, restaurants everywhere I go with them, I smoke everywhere.
There's no smoking allowed here. There we
No,
are.
I know.
Well, I think Slash quit smoking recently, so
I'm no quitter.
congratulations, Slash. So that's a tough job. It's one of the hardest addictions there is.
But then again, Tyler gave up the cigarettes and listened to his pipes now, 60 years old. I still think that was the best act to download. They just
Absolutely.
by far kicked everybody's
Tyler's
ass.
the best frontman in rock. There's no doubt about it. I love him to death. If he knocked on my door with no shoes on and said I got nowhere to live, I'd take him right down.
So would I.
Let him live there because I love him to death.
He's done lots of drugs. That
Not
just
bad.
goes to show, you know, you can be kippered and pickled like a jerky and still stay, you know.
How are you doing?
Look at him.
Still
He's
sitting
here.
I've cleaned up big time. Yeah, I don't go around looking or asking for drugs anymore, and pretty much don't do them anymore unless you got some.
I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore.
No, I'm a good
I got
boy
booze
now.
though.
I got a new girlfriend that won't put up with that crap, and she's more important to me than the drugs. So
Why? What's it with you, man? Why do you always need someone to get you not to do things that you shouldn't do in the first place?
well, obviously it ain't gonna be myself that's gonna do it. So, and he couldn't do it.
Okay. So your new girlfriend, I really like her.
Oh, I love her.
I'm keeping you out of
Yeah,
that.
we love her. She's
I
great.
can't love her. I don't know her, but
I love her
like
so much. I'm changing my religion.
And what
I'll
are
be
you going-
celebrating Hanukkah next year.
You'll be celebrating?
Hanukkah next year. No more Christmas for me. I'm going to Judaism. I'm
Okay.
converting.
As long as you don't get into Scientology, I'm happy.
No, I won't get into
Okay,
that.
that's
We
good.
got the books. We already read about it. We're not interested.
She's got the money, so I convert to her religion.
Shall we talk about your last album that came out?
Sure, you
We're
like to.
supposed to talk about that, don't we? Now,
Might
that
as well.
came out in America first, and then
Came out in Japan.
It hasn't really
first,
come out
and
in
then in
America
Europe.
yet. We haven't ever
Not at
really
all.
found a good home for it, so it's just iTunes and
We're
stuff like
holding on
that.
to it because we think that another record, we may be able to have a label might look at it and go, you know what, we can get 2 records out of these guys for one because we own our records for the first time
Yeah.
after all these years with EMI.
It's not worth getting
Publishing.
It's not worth getting $5,000-$10,000 advance from some label that's just they're not going to do anything with it anyway, you know. And basically, then we just don't ever see another penny from the record because that goofy advance, you know. And that's what's happened to a lot of our records, you know. You just get this. We'll be hurt for money, so we'll sign with somebody and get, you know, between $5,000 or $20,000 for a record that we've done already, and we got to pay our bills,
Yep.
pay the record off and stuff, and then these bastards think they own the record, you know, and so, you know, it's trying to pulling teeth to get paid.
But isn't it, I mean, with all the internet, downloading iTunes, legally, whatever, releasing it in Japan first and then releasing it in Europe after, does it make any sense? I mean, if I want the album and it's out in Japan, I can probably find it on the internet.
Well, we knew
anyway.
we'd have a deal here over here in the UK.
And the Japanese, they'll buy anything.
But the Japanese moved in real quickly. They said, look, we not only want a record out of you and Donnie, but we want to bring you over here immediately to tour. And we know when we play there, we're playing thousands of people a night. They're packed every single night, sellout shows.
We go
And
where
it
we're
just
loved.
feels-
We go where we're
it feels
wanted, you
good.
know. If we're wanted and loved,
yeah,
we do it.
That's it. That's it. Go where there's love.
And whoever
And-
loves us first, that's who gets
and
us
that's,
first.
that's why Japan got it first. Then the UK heard the record. Derek Oliver says, I love the band. Please do this. Give me this record. We said, well, give us a tour. And then we came over here and played, and that's when X-Ray seen us over at the London, at the Camden Underworld. Great show. On a Monday night, 500 people. And the promoter said, you know, I haven't had a club like this packed in a long time.
It was a little club, though.
And the
500 people in
agency-
this club was a lot
I
of
seen
people.
Radiohead there. It's a great room, that little Camden Underworld. Fantastic
Yeah.
place to go see bands. Real intimate. And from that show, that was the catalyst to get us where we are right now. They signed us, and we've been 3 times in the UK this year.
So you at the Barclays.
We've never
this year.
came over here more than once a year, even at our heyday.
Yeah, I heard there was a lot of requests for press for you today.
Yeah.
we're lucky.
There wasn't?
There was
Oh, I was going to
censored.
say, you
Yeah.
bastard, you
I don't know where they
hurt
are.
my feelings. You
I
still
would
hold a
never
grudge.
hurt your
Still hold a
feelings.
grudge about your undies lighting up in that club on the black light.
Oh, yeah, that shiny little white deer.
You know
Like a
what?
lightning
You know
bug.
what is
Like a
really
lightning bug.
upsetting? You know what is really upsetting? I didn't know that they've been laughing at my underwear
You were
all
like a
night.
little diva.
And 2 days later, we were in Nottingham to do an interview, and we ironed the shirts for that night. And I didn't know that they've been looking at my underwear all night without saying a word.
Oh, yeah, some good...
I said a word. I believe I said something. I've never been one to
No,
keep
you
my mouth
didn't
shut.
say anything.
No, I just gave you a wedgie. I couldn't help myself. I was tripping out on some trip, so it was a good time. We had fun that night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody could touch it. Nobody could take away those memories.
And that shirt is still ironed, by the way.
I was probably
You did
drunker
such a
than
good
you
job.
were. Huh?
That you did such a good job. That shirt is still ironed. It's
My
still
friend
wrinkle-free, yeah.
My friend did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, that album then has been recorded, it came out in Japan in 2009, so it's been a while. Do you have any new material?
Sure,
you
we did.
writing?
We recorded 32 songs on it. We just gave you the best stuff we had.
And
We're going to go back
when
and
are
we'll
we
do
going to
some more stuff next year.
Next year?
Yep.
It's just a matter.
As in 2011?
Yes.
It's just a matter of he's doing stuff with he's working on other projects and I'm working on another project called LA Smog and we're still getting we got to play and he's got to play and tour with that and I'm doing some acoustic dates and so we just got to find the time to because I live in California, he lives in Chicago, we got to find the time to get together and actually write a record and
I bet you get together in California when you do.
well it's not a difficult thing. It would just take us a week or so to whip one together and record it, you know. It's what we do.
Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go now because
Awesome.
there's a lot of people waiting for you. Anything else you would like to say to your fans in England and all over the world?
Well, I want to thank everybody for all the love and support through the years following Donnie and I. And I'm looking forward to coming out with a brand new record. But before I say anything else, I want to just let everybody know that may the best thing that happened to you last year be the worst thing that happened to you this year.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.